Hi, boys and girls. Do you know who this is? It's Miss Greta, but I'm wearing a special hat. It says PSENG, Public Service, Electric and Gas. You might see some guys walking around with these helmets on, and even their cars or little vans they have. They are the guys that help gas come into your house and electricity come into your house. They are some community helpers. Yeah. They have a very important job to make sure the water is coming in, or if a pole comes down, electric pole, they come and fix it for us so that we can have electricity coming to our house. Today I have a story called Whose Hat Is This? And there's about some community helpers that help each one of us every day in different ways in our community. Okay? All right. Put on your thinking hat. It says, and guess whose hat is whose? There are hard hats and soft hats, square hats and round hats. There are even very tall hats. Some workers wear hats to keep warm. Others wear hats to stay clean. A hat can block the sun from a worker's eyes. A hat can protect a head from getting hurt. Hats come in all shapes and sizes. Can you guess whose hat is who? All right, so let's look at the first one. Ready? You should be able to tell. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Ready? It says, whose hat is this? So bright and shiny. Do you know whose this is? Right, it's the firefighter's helmet. She runs into the burning buildings to put out fires. Her helmet keeps her head safe from falling objects and extreme heat. Right, they need to wear those kind of hard hats to keep their head safe. Firefighters' helmets are red, yellow, or neon colored so that they can be quickly seen from far away or through smoke. A firefighter is a community helper, right? Each community has a firehouse, and in there are firefighters that help so that if we need them, they will come and put out a fire for us. Here we go. Whose hat is this hanging over a face? Do you know whose that is? Let's look and see. Do you know who this is? This is a beekeeper's hat. Yeah, a beekeeper raises bees for honey. She reaches into hives buzzing with bees to get the honey. Her hat covers her face and protects her from stings. Beekeepers also wear coveralls and long gloves to protect the rest of their bodies from bee stings. Yeah. Now, not every community has a beekeeper, but there are beekeepers around it, and they help us to get honey. How about this one? Whose hat is this? So tall and clean. Who could this be? You ready? It is do you know what that's called? A chef. Right. This is a chef's hat. His hat is also called a toque. His white hat shows that his kitchen is clean. The chef in charge of a restaurant wears the tallest hat. So the person that's the most in charge, the head chef, wears the tallest hat. A chef's hat might have 100 pleats. These pleats show that a great chef can cook an egg 100 different ways. Oh, I didn't. So the restaurants that we go into have chefs. They cook for us, and we don't get to see them because we're sitting in the restaurant part, but each restaurant has a special chef. Whose hat is this? It has a polished silver badge. A polished silver badge. I'm sure you know that one. Right. Look at that. It is a police officer's cap. It is part of her uniform. A police officer's cap helps people find her quickly in a crowd because no one else will be wearing the same cap. And the badges and emblems and nameplate on the uniform are part of the insignia that a person in uniform wears. It shows what town the officer works in or what kind of skills she has. So each of these things has a special meaning. Maybe the town they're working in, or on her, if she has a badge on her or his uniform, it shows maybe the certain skill that they can do. But a police officer is definitely a community helper, right? And each community has a police that come and help to keep us safe, right? They have a very important job. Whose hat is this? Round and strong. You know this one, right? It is a football player's helmet. When one football player tackles another, his helmet keeps his head safe if he hits the ground or another player. I don't know if we're going to get to see football this year, but we'll see. Some football helmets have linings made of inflatable pads. These pads help the helmet to fit snugly to each player's head. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, whose hat is this? Shining in the night. Who would need a hat in the night or in the dark? Let's see. This is an astronaut's hat. Yeah. It is part of his spacesuit. Up in space, there is no air. This helmet gives him air to breathe and keeps his body at a safe temperature. Again, he's not a community helper, but he does wear a special hat. Whose hat is this? So hard and yellow, right? Do you think it's a PSE&G? Let's see. This is a construction worker's hat. Sometimes workers drop pieces of wood or sharp nails while they are working. A construction worker wears a hard hat to protect his head. Whose hat is this? So warm and snug. It's your hat. Yeah. When it's cold outside, it keeps your head warm. When it snows, it keeps your head dry. So today we learned about some different hats, right? And community helpers. All right, maybe you have some different hats that you like to wear. We also are learning about this letter this week, the letter N. N, the letter N. Our friend Nadia starts with the letter N, and of course we use a capital N. How many lines do you see? 1, 2, 3. Right, 3 straight lines. The one in the middle is slanted. And then this is the little n, a line down, and then it comes up and humps. This says nurse. Nurse. A nurse is a community helper. All right, boys and girls, I hope you have a great Tuesday and enjoy this beautiful day. Bye-bye.